Welcome back to another episode of Whip Media TV. I'm your host, Whip Media Mickey, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do to the channel. Subscribe right now. Join the Vibe Tribe. And if you're feeling generous and want to leave me a tip for my hard work in editing, I'll leave the Cash App link down below. Okay, on today's episode, I cover the Minority Report, a lesson in determinism versus free will. See, Minority Report is one of the most compelling films thanks to the impossibly difficult moral dilemma it exposes. If there's no certainty that someone will commit a crime, are the preventable crimes worth the convicted innocent? You might save many lives, but you will also deprive society of one of its most fundamental freedoms. The year is 2054. John Anderton is the head of the specialized police department called Pre-Crime, which uses the psychic abilities to foresee every crime that will be committed in order to stop it before it even happens, making the city as safe as ever. Everything seems well until one day a Minority Report is filed, one where Anderton is sentenced for murder. A murder that, as you probably guessed, has not happened. In the film, Anderton is a very strong advocate of pre-crime. Had it been around before, it might have saved his murdered son, which is why he wants this to become a nationwide system. But when he is pre-sentenced for murder, will his position stand? More technology equals better. See, let's first talk about the world building because it becomes the real antagonist for the story and something very much alive in our current socio-political landscape. In the world of Minority Report, your every move down to the blink of your eyes is monitored and recorded for a double purpose. See, the big corporations use it to predict what, when, and why are you going to buy. So it becomes a very powerful marketing tool. The second purpose is to help predict with almost perfect accuracy if you are going to commit a crime. This is a big subject, but let's cut to the chase. Have you ever noticed you crave something or talk about a particular thing with a friend or family member, and then it suddenly appears in your computer as an advertisement? This is the future we are approaching. China is developing a scoring system in which every action you make gets a positive or negative score, and depending on your personal score, your value as a citizen. In other words, you throw garbage on the street, you don't get to buy bus tickets. You do a volunteer job, you get benefits, and so on. So let's break it down. Determinism versus free will. Are we really free? Is an AI machine alive? What if it has human features? What if it thinks, paints, composes music, goes for a walk with a friend? With each passing year, robots are more and more human. Like soon enough, you probably won't be able to tell the difference. You would probably argue that a machine is programmed, but aren't we all? Instead of being binary beings programmed in 1 and 0, we are programmed by our genetic code and our daily experiences. So if the government and big corporations can narrow you down to what and when do you eat, which movies do you like, how much time you spend on your phone, etc., they can predict and condition your behavior by doing specific ads for you, manipulating the media. And when you think about it, in some sense, it's happening right now. So if it is possible to predict the behavior of a person or a group, that means there is some programming behind said behavior. If I eat an apple instead of a cake, was it a free choice? Or have I been conditioned to have healthy eating habits, either by my genetics, diet, or nutritionist, or even TV? Freedom and responsibility. The more freedom, the more accountability for the action. Steven Spielberg presents this and more questions throughout the film. Philosophers have been discussing this topic for ages and is still a topic of study and discussion because there's no clear answer. Minority Report.